And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. An AL West matchup on the show. It's the Athletics taking on the Houston Astros. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just a little bit away from first pitch. And the right-hander with the good curveball, Lance McCullers Jr. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Now it's the right fielder, Lawrence Butler. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. And time now to check out the A's lineup. In the sixth spot for them in this one, Shea Langoliers.
Well, he's an important part of this lineup for sure. I mean, there's no doubt about it, Boog. It's somebody that they try to feed off of. He does a lot of things, very well up there at the plate. He's got a presence about him, and, he's a guy that you really kind of like to watch swing the bat.
Just missed. One out, bases empty. That one misses. 3 balls and a strike. And there's the strike.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
On the ground. And foul ball. And he walked him. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
And now it's going to be Brent Rooker. That one down the line. 1 at second. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it. So they go quietly there. Now here come the Astros. No score. Back here at Dyken Park, and on the mound for the A's in this one, Luis Severino.
Well, it hasn't been a great year so far in terms of ERA, but he's had some decent games, and there have been some flashes of greatness, if you will. We'll see today if he's able to get ahead of hitters and perhaps get some swings and misses, put himself in a position to bring that ERA down, because in the back of his mind, beyond the W, he wants to have a better earned run average.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Severino hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Here's Mauricio Dubon. In the air, out towards left center. Nice grab on the run. And there's 2 down. Now we check out the Astros lineup. It features a great veteran presence, Jose Altuve.
Boog, he's really been showing off the pop in this series so far. 2 homers. And he'd love to add on with another shot today. I'm interested to see how they approach him.
Jose Altuve up to hit here. Two down, nobody on. Pitch in the dirt. 2 balls and a strike. That one fouled off. Severino kicks, deals. That one is absolutely belted. That's down. One hops off the wall. The throw in. And he's out.
He's out.
Cut down, and that ends the inning. Scoreless after one. Back here in Houston, all set for the start of the inning. And here is Tyler Soderstrom. That's down and in.
2-1.
Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul. Ripped on the ground to second. Rogers throws to first. One up, one down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here's Miguel Andujar. His splits between April and May there. The wind of the pitch. In the air, right field. That one gets down for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Batting sixth, catcher Shea Langoliers.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Shea Langoliers. Ball to strike. The pitch. In there. Sets him down on strikes. That was pretty nasty. C.J. Alexander digs in now. There's a swing and a drive. That one back there. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. That one way inside. And it remains 2-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Breaking ball inside. And it's 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Hard hit left side. Out number 3. The A's strand one. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. Now here is Christian Walker. One of the rare guys at first base that you almost think defense first. He is that good with the glove. You're talking about top of the list, elite defensive first baseman.
That's a ball.
First basemen are involved in just about every single play. So when you have somebody so solid over there, you can breathe a little easier. The other thing about an elite defensive first baseman like him, it just instills a ton of confidence in those guys playing third and short that have to make those long, tough throws at times, and he just handles them so well. So he really makes the entire infield better with his glove.
Clark brings it in with a nice running grab.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That's back, and it hits the fence. Around first, heading for two. The relay, and in there with a double off the wall.
He was all over that one. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
One out, runner at second. So next up for Houston, Jake Myers. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Going back, and he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. Man at second. That one the other way. Alexander fires to first in time.
Batting seventh, right fielder, number 11.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position, and stepping in for the Astros, Cam Smith.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
No score yet, but a runner at third with two away. And that's a strike. Got him swinging. Huge strikeout there.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
And we're back.
Leading
Well, here we
off
go.
for the
Top
Athletics,
of the third,
second
scoreless
baseman,
game.
Luis
And here is
Urias.
Luis Urias. And a
Two
ball
balls,
evens the
two
count.
strikes.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Had him out front for strike three.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
One down, base is empty. That one fouled off, 2-2. On the ground to the left. Dubon to first. First two batters retired here in the top of the third.
Up next for the A's, right fielder, Lawrence Butler.
And now the right fielder, Lawrence Butler. Fights that one away, still 1-2. A's looking to put the go-ahead run on base. And they'll do it again. Fouls it off, still 1-2. That's out to center field. Myers sizing this one up. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is that. Offense held in check there. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. We're tied 0-0. as we go to the last of the third. And now the DH, Zach DeZenzo. 1-1 now. That's a ball. Tried the sweeper. Just missed. Fouls one away, and now 3-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Now it's Brendan Rodgers. Just missed. Still tied at 0, last of the third. Fouls one off. 2-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Jeremy Pena getting ready to hit. The 1-1 is fouled off. Up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and he reaches safely.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
And next to hit for Houston, Mauricio. Runner on the go. Pitches low. Safe in second with a stolen base.
Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
The other way. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1 left for Houston, and we're still knotted at 0. On to the 4th. Now it's the shortstop, Jacob Wilson. And a breaking ball misses outside.
Ball, that's outside.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
McCullers winds, fires. And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. The Astros have some action in their pen. Josh Hader, the closer of the staff, is throwing. Line drive, and this might be trouble. In safely with a leadoff double. Go-ahead runs in scoring position.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Astros bullpen. McCullers gets the hook, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching
A new
for the
arm into the game.
Astros.
The righty, Brian
Number
Abreu.
52.
He's throwing the ball very well overall this
Ryan
season. He's been really
Abreu.
tough to get to. You see that ERA, and that's where you love to be.
Making
Now
a move
running
at second
at
base.
second base.
Pinch running here. Logan
Number
Davidson.
6. Logan Davidson.
So the go-ahead run is into scoring position. Next up for the A's, Brent Rooker. Hammered down the line. Should be extra bases. Around third. He'll score easily.
Well, that's a
Now
big swing of the bat,
left
driving
fielder,
in the run with the
Tyler
two-bagger.
Soderstrom.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Runner in scoring position. No outs. Tyler Soderstrom up next for the A's. Falling behind 2-1. Hammers that one. Curling down the line and foul.
Well, that ball was hit pretty hard and sure had home run distance, but if you're the pitcher out there on the mound, you execute it. Just a long strike, you go after him and finish him off.
One-run game. The A's looking for some insurance. Ripped to short. Sends it across to first. That's the first out in the top of the fourth.
Now batting third baseman Miguel Andujar.
Now the third baseman, Miguel Andujar. Singy, he's got a history of coming through in the big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field. If you're a guy that can only hit to one field, then you're really not going to be able to come through in clutch situations because pitchers are going to adjust. But because he's able to use the entire field, that's why he's so successful in these situations.
Man at second. Liner, call it second. Throw not in time as he's able to get back to avoid the double play.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when
Now
you make
batting,
great contact,
catcher,
you feel like you've done
Shane
everything
Landers.
right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control. All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Swung on, belted. That's back there. That one is gone. Home run number 10 on the year, and they add to their lead. It's 3-0.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
So 2 down, and here's the first baseman, C.J. Alexander. That's inside. And that one is downstairs. Ball 3. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 2 out, space is empty. Got him swinging. The A's with a 2-run blast. It's now 3-0. Back here in Houston, John Chambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Jose Altuve. And there's a foul ball. That's off the mark. It's 2-2. Movement in the bullpen. Grant Holman up and throwing. Miller, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
And there's one away.
Now batting, first baseman.
And now it's Christian Walker.
Walker.
One down, base is empty. Swinging a ground ball, and it goes just foul. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be like.
Oh, now this one's high and deep, way back there, on its way, gone. So he blasts one out the other way. It's his 8th home run of the year, and they're on the scoreboard. It's 3-1. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth.
Singy, this was a mammoth home run, over 460 feet, according to StatCast.
You know, Boo, there are only maybe 20 or so guys in the game that can hit a baseball that far, and it's absolutely crazy it's even that many. Such an impressive swing of the bat right there.
So 1 out, nobody on. Victor Caratini up next for the Astros, and that's outside. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Well struck, right field, and it one-ups the wall.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Runner on at first with one gone. And now here is Jake Myers. Tying run at the plate. And a good eye there. Severino with another strikeout.
Now batting, number
Cam
11.
Smith up next for the Astros. That misses the zone. Ball 2. Up the middle, into the outfield, base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ballgame.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Luis Severino gives way, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for the
Grant
A's.
Holman will take over here.
Number
These are the
67.
spots relievers really
Grant
make a name
Holman.
for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Looks
Now
like we've got a
running at
substitution
second
at
base.
second. And here's the pinch
Number
runner,
20.
Chas McCormick.
Chas
So now the Astros
McCormick.
designated hitter, Zach DeZenzo. 2 outs. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job getting out of the jam.
Now pitching
We're
for
back,
the
and there's a new
Astros.
arm on the mound to start the 5th.
Number
Caleb Orton.
63.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
This
Now into the
change for
game,
Astros.
Cesar Salazar. He takes
Now
over behind the
pitching.
plate.
Number 18.
Here's Luis
Cesar
Arias.
Salazar. Leading off for the Athletics, second baseman Luis Urias.
Foul ball. Stays alive. Some heat there at 98 miles an hour.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Cut on and lifted in the air. He dives, but he can't make the catch. Throws to second, but he's in there easily.
Up next for the A's, right fielder Lawrence Butler.
Now it's the right fielder, Lawrence Butler. Man at second.
That's ball 2. You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
The A's looking to add another. On the ground right side, and that's just foul. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. Runner from second scores as they add on.
That's a good job right there.
Up next for
You
the
got 2
A's,
strikes on you, just got to
shortstop,
battle.
Logan Davidson.
One out. Runner at second. Logan Davidson up next for the A's. Throw to second. Save. In the air, right field. Smith makes the catch. 2 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Brent Rooker.
So up next, Brent Rooker. Man on second, 2 down.
Ball 2.
High fly ball, right field. Smith nabs it, and that's the 3rd out. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now a 4-1 ball game. You're dialed into the show. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now it's the second baseman, Brendan Rodgers. And it is 2-1.
Well, these Astros just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider.
Now
Tried to sit
batting,
in between.
shortstop,
Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
Jeremy Pena up next for the Astros. One down, base is empty. That
Ball, that's
misses.
upstairs.
Now 2 balls and a strike. And a foul ball. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Butler makes the grab for the 2nd out.
Now batting, third baseman, Mauricio.
So it's their last chance in this one.
Dubon.
So next up for Houston, Mauricio Dubon. And that's down and away.
Ball 3.
They're down to their final strike.
It might be time to choke up a little bit. Get that front foot down early. Maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Fights it off. You'll see another. This could end it. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. His 2nd of the year, and they're chipping away. It's 4-2. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the A's bullpen. Grant Holman is done. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. So a new pitcher on the mound for the
Now pitching
A's,
for the
Michel
A's.
Otañez.
Number
Well, the best
47.
relievers love the opportunity to
Michel
come in and
Otañez.
protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. That one misses. 2-1. Swing and a miss. 99. How do you do?
Bringing the cheese on that one.
Ground ball up the middle. Davidson. And that'll do it.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
And your final 4-2. The A's are victorious. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.